Guys, Sandra from Pop-Up Tastings here again. I'm going to be doing a little wine review for you. Just off the back of doing a pop-up natural wine event in Glasgow at a venue called Paper Cup, a little coffee shop in the West End. I've done that in collaboration with Phoebe, the roving fromagier, who does some really great cheeses. And it was a really good event. We had some natural wines, some cheese boards, some craft beer, some really good music playing. It went really well. Hopefully we'll do something similar again. I'll put the links to some of those folk down below in the comments section. But what I'm going to do is a little review of one of the highlights that for me and I think a lot of people at the event was, and it was a wine called Contadino by Frank Cornelissen, who's actually a Belgian gentleman making wine up in Mount Etna in Sicily. And the guy's a bit of a legend as far as natural winemaking goes. He's taken it right back to the basics. You know, he's really biodynamically farming everything, not really touching the soil at all with any sort of copper or anything like this. He's then, when it goes to the winemaking stage, you had zero sulfites here, nothing added, using natural yeasts, and also it's been fermented in some amphora pots as well. So the guy's really going to town, really critical about the quality of his wine and trying to improve it every vintage. So this is the 2014. I'm just going to give this a wee pour here. I was told that the 2014 was the last vintage that he didn't filter at all. So now he's starting to filter, just very, very minimum. But this wine, I mean, if you have a look at it, there is like massive chunks floating about in it. So let's give it a little try. On the nose, it's just massive, massive ash notes. You can really smell that this wine's coming from a volcanic soil type. It really is. I mean, I reviewed Teresa di Etna, the Caruso, before, and you know, it's similar price wine from Etna as well. It really did not have this character. I mean, it is proper ash. It's not like barrel smoke. It's like, you know, like ash clouds and, you know, just bits of rubble. It's crazy. But also there's some real fresh fruit in there, sort of raspberries going on, you know, a little bit of cherry, and also that kind of classic Sicilian sort of herbal notes, you know, almost like thyme or rosemary or something like this. Let's give it a wee try on the palate. Wow. Wow. It's almost still fermenting away, so almost got that tank sample sort of texture there, a little bit spritzy, a little bit carbonated, and then really grippy. There's some big tannins in there. It just keep going and keep going. So some real structure, but some fresh, zesty fruit going on in there as well. I mean, it's amazing. I always thought that like having zero sulfites added to wine would make it really dull, but this is not. This wine is alive. Vibrant, fresh, full of character. If you want to try some natural wine and you don't know where to start, this guy is a really good place to start. This is his third wine. Comes in about £20 a bottle, so it's not the cheapest wine, but what you're trying here is something that has really, you know, had proper minimum intervention, and a winemaker who's really critical about what he's doing and always trying to do better. So if you can pick this guy up, please do, really, because it's a classic for me now, you know. I think I want to try the rest of his wines. Enjoy. Ciao.